DJ Focus. You tap back into the Fixx right here on Holy Culture Radio, and it's time for our spiritual detox. And yeah, listen, y'all in for a treat today. You know, I'm be honest with you guys. I was not familiar with this super talented artist. He's a motivational speaker too as well. But just, I came across his artistry. It just was on, Instagram always puts suggested people you should follow. And he came across my timeline. And he got a track out right now called Holy. I think I was in the middle of the night. I had to give my wife a little elbow, like, get up, listen to this. Listen to this. And when I tell you this track is amazing, it is very much amazing. Everybody who knows us know we talk about kingdom marriages on this show all the time. We talk about what's missing in the marriage and how we can keep that thing spicy. And when I tell you he has a track out right now, I would argue, we talk about Ariel Fitzpatrick. She just dropped God Love. Angie Rose has a song called Yahweh that I would argue too as well would be all in these mix of being able to have something that's transparent, something that speaks to ministry, but also talks about, relationships. And this track right here, Holy, he has out right now is amazing. So listen, without further ado, help me welcome in my brother, John Heath Jr. What's going on, bro?
What's good, man? I'm doing good, man. You doing okay?
Blessed. I am blessed. Appreciate you coming on and rocking with us.
That's what's up.
We got a lot to talk about a little time, so I'm going to get to it. So first, I went back and I started listening to some more of your music outside of Holy. Holy is my first introduction to you, but then I went back and during the pandemic, you put a song out called All Right, and it spoke about a little bit of everything, the untimely, unfortunate death of Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and everybody that passed away in that, coronavirus, just everything that was going on with businesses and everything shutting down, the George Floyd situation. One thing I want to ask, definitely fire track, All Right is a fire track too as well. What do you think this pandemic has taught you? Like, I know we're pretty much coming out the back end of it, but what did you personally learn from this pandemic?
For me, I personally learned how to hear God, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the whole thing was orchestrated. Everybody kind of has their whole, ideas around what the pandemic was. But for me, it really was a moment for me to slow down in my life and to hear God, you know what I'm saying? And to hear what God was trying to do and what he was trying to say to his children. I remember when it first happened, the Holy Spirit showed me that this is going to be a huge opportunity that unfortunately a lot of people are going to miss, because they're not going to slow down to hear what God is saying for the earth and for the kingdom, really, and for their life. And I think that for me, that's what that was. It was just for me to hear him and get direction in terms of, where he wanted me to go in my life, for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you too as well. That's funny, because God showed me that too as well. Just on spending more time with him, he showed me he needed more relationship out of me, and spending that devotional and that meditation time and making sure I'm hearing clearly from him before I just bust these moves. Because I was so busy of just doing. He's like, no, wait a minute. You don't have to take everything. Your yes is valuable. That's something he showed me. God showed me during the pandemic. Your yes is valuable. Understand when you say yes, you commit to something. You give your time, your energy, your talent, your treasure to something. So make sure when you say yes, I'm on it. You want my favor on it. So I appreciate you sharing that. Unfortunately, the other thing that this pandemic showed us, a lot of kingdom marriages crumbled for whatever reason. Man. The pandemic happened in 2020. A lot of people, unfortunately, because of the pandemic, a lot of people were laid off. Businesses were shut down. So you finally had spouses, I guess. This was their first time being home together. I don't know. Yeah. I've been with my wife for 28 years now. Yeah. If God say so, we'll celebrate 23 years of marriage. So I'm used to being around my wife. I didn't know this would be an issue, but we saw a lot of kingdom marriages crumble. Why do you think so many of them crumbled?
Well, the truth is that most people spend 65% of their time at work. You know what I'm saying? So like when you were having to be at home, I think that to your point, we joke about it all the time. Me and my wife joke about it, but people really got to spend time with each other. And they started to see like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm rocking with this person that I did not know existed. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where, when you start to spend that true time with your wife or your husband, you start to find out, like, do you really love this person for who they really are? And some things might get exposed. And if you don't have a strong foundation, it's going to be tough to work through that.